Hello! Oh! That's pretty. Very pretty moon. Oh, look, over there's the Earth. Hello! Anybody? It's very dark. Hey! Let there be light. Beautiful. This looks like the entrance. We're going here. Beautiful. Medical report, Dr. Crusher. I agree. Oh. Security office. What's your analysis, Mr. Odo? Well, I think Quark should close down his bar and gambling facilities. Very interesting, Mr. Odo. Okay, right. Okay. Bum 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 bum. It's a whole lot better with this darker colour. I might have to get Chekhov to do some repainting. Marty! We have to go back to the future. I basically built some DeLoreans. The mass blocks aren't switched on right now, hence they're kind of just floating. And yeah, every time you load it, they seem to move for some reason. They've got like moving doors and the wheels fold up. Well, they did fold up until an update happened, so you know only 2 of them fold up. You have to mess around with the hull all over again, like mess around with the ship's construction. Easy solution: just attach large wheels to the outside of those wheels. It works perfectly then. Except you still have to chop out a couple of blocks from the body, but the rest of it it drives a whole lot faster. That's a bit of physics there for you. Larger wheel on the outside of a smaller wheel, and the outside wheel, the big wheel has to turn faster, obviously. So you get that little wheel will only turn so fast. Your ship will go, your car will go really slow. But you put bigger wheels on it, it will go even faster. Okay. I think what we want to do here is get this big Hulk out of the way. I say Hulk, it's a fantastic ship. It's a fantastic ship. It's got all the mod cons, slide back sunroof. So now we're going to open the side door. And the side door opening, sir! Now our thrusters appear to be on. So we will take her out. Bum 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 bum. I think we're good to just ram this out like a crazy guy. I think we won't hit anything. I think we're pretty safe. There we go. Let the dampeners take care of the rest. I believe we have exited space dock. Shuttlecraft to space dock. Closing shuttle bay doors. And that's interesting, this door. I'll tell you why it's interesting, because it's got one single piston in the centre of the door, on top of another piston, on top of another piston. So it's 3 pistons high, because it needs to extend quite a ways. One little tip for you, anybody who's drilling holes in asteroids for doors to slide into. Best thing to do is attach pistons with drills. Build like a whole row of drills on a piston. Just put like a steel block or something on it, then put the row of pistons on top, activate all the drills, then extend the piston very slowly through the rock, and you can just let it do its thing while you go off and do something else if you want. Eventually that piston's going to get to where it needs to go, and your drills are going to have drilled this perfect little cavity in the wall, and it'll be, honestly, it's just beautiful. That's how I did it. When you like go down the hole to have a look, it is just stunning how nice and perfect the holes are. It's just a trick. It's just a cheap way of getting your. It's a cheap way of getting the gaps for the doors exactly where you want them. So what I've done here is I've actually painted lines in the floor so I know roughly where to be, what goes where, etc, etc. Now I could just park the direction I was facing, however I intended it for landing this way around, so we're just going to back it up like a Tonka truck, and we're going to straighten her up because she's wonky. She's a wonky lassie. Okay. Lower. Now at this point, something that helps me out is the docking stairs. I'll tell you for why. Just in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, there you go. So you can see that those stairs, well, the ramps even, are intended to line up with these stairs at the back of the ship. So far not bad. We can straighten him up a little more, but we've got to bring it in reverse. Try and get it as close as possible. And then lower it down on top of old Smokey. Now, that's about as good as the camera we're going to get. And we're not going to know how close we are. Now we've actually got to bring the nose down a little bit for this. How is that looking? Okay, so we're a little bit to the left, right? We just need a twist on this. Okay, not too much twist. Just a little twist. Drop the nose a tiny bit. Okay, so now we're ready. Shuffle it over just a fraction. Twist the front just a little bit more. How's the back looking? Back's looking pretty good. And that's the worst camera angle you could possibly give me. As a matter of fact, I'd say we need to go forward a fraction, because the last thing I want to do is smash the stairs into that ramp. Whew. And that tells me exactly where I am and where I need to be. That doesn't look bad at all. Only thing left to do now is to reverse the docking piston, and it should be exiting the ship now. Once it gets into place like that, it comes up as ready. So number 4 locks. That's weird because it says off and on, but the opposite is true. That turns them on, that turns them off. Oh, maybe I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh look, there we go. That's what the problem is. Where is it? Thrust. Oh no. No! That's off anyway, so that's fine. 4 is still ready, so that means we're still locked. Okay, I don't think we move too much. We'll soon find out if we try and get out the ship. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta say, I think that ship docking didn't take too long. I know it took a little bit longer than you might expect, because obviously a little ship can come down and land really nice and quickly. Considering, you know, considering everything, I think leaving the ship sort of hovering like this is probably a good option. Just having the docking umbilical cord there, plus the stairs that go up to it, I just think that's a nice touch. You can't complain about that, and I think I did a good job all round. Okay, so now what we're going to do is head back over to the shuttle bay. And I'll give you the extra tier. Okay, so what we've got here is this little extra door, which is basically, you know, I was planning on putting something in here, like might get some mods, but basically this the idea I had is that this can be the toilet. It's actually a shortcut at the moment because you can just fall down this gap. But I was thinking you could just poo down this hole as the basic concept for this room. But as you can see, it's just a shortcut from getting from the top to the bottom of the hangar, kind of thing. Anywho, okay, so now that our main hangar is clear, we can go on more entertaining experiments. Okay, so here's this door here, which I've shown you as the garage door. So this is where originally I kept the DeLoreans, and then it just opens straight out onto this platform, like so. So you can just drive straight out. It's very nice. And then obviously there's those two ships right there. Now what happens is the hangar above it actually opens up to close this cavity, so let's just quickly try it. I had problems with this earlier, so fingers crossed, eh? It should be Delta 9 reverse. It's working. Okay, that's a good thing. We're not going to mess around with it, we're just going to let it go. So what happens is when that comes down, you then lose it closes this area off into the garage, basically. And the way I put those slopes up just for aesthetic, and what that then does is it allows you to go from this level, and you can actually drop down to the next level if you wished, yeah. Whereas when that door goes up, those 4 prongs that I just highlighted there actually sit in these gaps so you can still like lean over the edge and peek through, but it stops you from falling out. It's just a little quirky feature I was messing around with. And here we are. The Vomit Comet. This is where you sit in the seat, the passenger seat, and that's where you vomit. Inside your helmet. We'll activate our ghoulies. There we go, we are now released. And so what we'll do now is I'll just fly out of this hangar and just give you a demonstration. So before I close that hangar, we're going to fly into the garage, you see. I had this all planned out. If I go straight down, I'm going to miss everything. That's good. Shut up. Now, should be low enough and high enough at the same time. So we're all good. We're just going to fly in here. Like so. Obviously, if you're the guy riding in the passenger seat at the front right now, you're a bit worried that the spaceship doesn't just drive straight into the wall and basically chop your legs clean off. There's no nice way of putting that, is there? Okay, so now we're going to close the garage door. I'm going to go ahead and open shuttle bay door. Actually, it's interesting because we're opening it for us in the garage. We're actually closing the shuttle bay door, period. So, and here we are. This is what it leaves behind. Obviously you can see those gaps. And right now those ramps look a little bit weird. And then the blocks come up. And they stop. Beautiful. Everything's working. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. Okay. We're just going to duck down a little bit underneath that light. We don't want to touch that. Don't touch lights. Don't even look at them. Okay. Now normally I could just park there. However, there's more features to this base that I would like to show off. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. That name speaks for itself. Top side bays. And we just close the top side bays. Real nice and simple like. We'll go inverted. We'll flip them the birdie while we're at it. And then flyby is complete. And obviously it's a nice, small, manoeuvrable. It gets up to its top speed and brakes incredibly fast. The braking distance on this thing is literally 10 meters or something. It's stupid. It's absolutely insane, really, when you think about it. So we're flying. We're up to a full speed. Okay, we're just going to stop right now. Boom. Just, that's crazy, isn't it? It stops on a dime. Which is what you want. So that's why I'm glad I put large thrusters front and back, left, right, up, down. So it's got all that power. Oh, okay, you know what? We'll come over here. That's the way we're going to be facing, so better to do it right now while we've got plenty of room to play with. And then we go poof. Topside bays, we'll open them up because that's what I like about the topside bay. It's beautifully wired for small ships and fighter craft, so you know you can make one that's easily twice as wide and it still be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Okay, now over to the large ship. Topside bay, reverse, and that will close for us. And obviously these are all technically docking bays of different designations. Haven't actually named them yet, or numbered them rather, should I say. So this is, I've got to be careful here because we're coming. Get ready to land. There's nothing a German officer cannot do. Boom. Sheer awesomeness waiting to happen every goddamn time. There we go. So I hope you liked my hangar. Spent quite a bit of time working on this. Obviously there's probably still gaps here, there and everywhere. Just it's a difficult process. And as I'm in creative mode, I don't actually need oxygen right now, but it's going to be interesting playing with that all at a later date. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you've got this far, oh yeah, I'm not sure. Did I explain already the whole doors thing? How I opened the doors this time? Okay, so see that big door in front of us? Just quickly, I'll quickly go over it just in case I haven't covered it. That big door in front of us, because it's so epic, what I did, just a little tip for you, I put a piston with a row of blocks on it, put loads of drills on it, pointing downwards. Then as I extended the piston, the drills went through the rock. Obviously you put the piston on nice and slow, the slowest setting, turn all the drills on in advance. it didn't rattle too much. You have to kind of put all the drills down at the same time, otherwise it rattles like an absolute crazy man. It will shake and it'll explode in your face. Really messy. Yeah, it took me a little while. I had to repair the damage a few times to the base, as bits flew off and exploded and God knows what. However, the method, once you've got it down, the pistons will, the drills on the top of the piston will drill an absolutely perfect hole for you, instead of you in your spacesuit or in a ship. I mean, even in a ship it still wiggles round, or, you know, the controls can be a little bit less precise because you've got all that lateral movement. With you know, you move your mouse and the ship will move a lot. You move forward, the rock will knock you left and right. So by having a piston with the drill on it, you're gonna find yourself with beautifully drilled holes every time. So what I'll do right now is I'll actually show you, because it's absolutely beautiful. Now, can we get down there? No, we can't. So what we'll do here is we'll put a little sneaky hole just in there. No, we won't, because that... Okay, we'll put a little sneaky hole here. And we'll fill that in later. Okay, so now we go underneath. This is where, obviously, where that's still broken from where I messed around with it before. Whoops a daisy. Okay, so yeah. Got 3 pistons, piston, piston, piston. Yeah, when you look at this, look at that. Just look how straight that wall is either side of me right now. Obviously there's a little divot there and a little divot there. I don't know, that could have been like a hole in the rock or something already, because judging by that as well, looked like there was already some hole in the rock. So, but yeah, all you need to do, your evidence is right here, looking straight ahead. Look at how perfect that is, and you can see it's easily like another half a block wide either side of the block that you drill on. So you know that you've got half a block each side of the wall. And yeah, I was, like I say, just that whole piston drill method just provided me with these beautifully, look how straight those lines are. I mean, come on, I got to get some credit for that. That was just a sheer moment of brilliance. Yeah, see, look, even this asteroid isn't perfect. You can see all the holes and stuff, which is interesting. It adds some texture to this. Could start putting grass inside it, and I don't know. Can I squeeze through here? Let's just see if we can squeeze through. I can. Home free, isn't it? Yeah, I'm out of here. Chugga, 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 chugga. Back into the main hangar. Okay. So what we're going to quickly do is just fill in the holes I made. There she blows. Is your name Windy? No, it doesn't look like your name's Windy. Is your name Bernard? Hello, Bernard. Is that a yes? Is that a yes? Your name Bernard? That's a yes. Okay. Say hello to Hitler. Hello. Do the old wavy arms. It looks like he's trying to give us a sign. No! Facepalm. Well, thank you very much. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's been an absolute pleasure showing you my asteroid base. Take care now. Bye bye then. Wave goodbye, Windy. Bye bye.